Who is the most surprising team of the young season? We're now in December. By the time this comes out, we'll be in December. Is it Michigan? Clearly. Is it Michigan State? Is Michigan State better than Michigan? Are we sleeping on the Spartans, who have gotten off to a great start, even though, again, Tom Izzo has stayed true to his kind of.
What kind of question is this, Ashton? You just said that Michigan has by far the best resume
I'm
in the
asking
country.
you guys, would you take long term? I'll rephrase it. Long term, are you buying stock in Michigan State or Michigan, Matt?
I love how you go to me first.
Yeah.
Like I'm the Big Ten guy. Okay. Like
Yeah, man, let's hear what you have to say.
Like you throw it to me. I know I'm in studio a bunch for the Big Ten. I think it's an argument. Like, I mean, Fear's almost averaging a double-double on the season. And to see how hard, like, did you see Tom Izzo in the North Carolina game? Like, just basically, like, just ripping his ass and how hard he coaches him. And the kid just continues to respond. I mean, the balance to me that Michigan is playing with on the offensive end of the floor, I give them the slight edge. But Tom Izzo has 741 wins for his career. And as you look at him, you think, oh, this guy's grumpy.
How many more is that than Dustin?
He's at the end of the day. You know, he's at the end. He's still doing, and he's coaching the same way he coached Mateen Cleaves when they won the 2000 national championship.
Yeah.
He hasn't changed.
No. He won't.
Has not changed one bit.
Nope.
And to see how Fears responds when he coaches them that way, that to me is really impressive. I give Michigan the slight edge, but I mean, their resume, I mean, like that, I mean, Arkansas, Kentucky, and we don't know where Kentucky is right now. They're still trying to figure some things out. Yeah. Arkansas, I do think, is really talented. They're still trying to figure some things out. But to beat Carolina the way that they did down here and over in Fort Myers, I mean, the Duke game coming up this weekend, we'll find out a lot about them. But if they beat Duke, whew.
Yeah. That'll be a heck of a game. Heck of a crowd.
Top three. Like, elevate.
What do you got, Rob? Rob, who you taking? Michigan, State?
I'm going Michigan still, but I just think that Michigan State, if they shoot the ball like this with the role definition that they have and the style of play definition that they have, you know they'll guard, you know that they're going to rebound, and certainly they're going to run. But if they're shooting the ball like this, that's a scary team with a point guard that Tom Izzo loves. You are literally being like, what ingredients do you want, coach? He would name those four things. He'd be like, we're in business with that. So I'll go Michigan for now, but if Michigan State at the end of the year is still shooting the ball like this, it could very well be the Spartans. I'm going to throw out, and again, my scope can get narrow because especially the players there, because you're just freaking just saying who you're seeing. I was impressed with Kansas in the set, and it wasn't because it was the prettiest thing I've ever seen. You know, that Syracuse game. Syracuse is one of the worst foul shooting teams I think I've ever seen, which is saying something. It was, and the Notre Dame game wasn't exactly like it wasn't because of the prettiness, but it's because of the grit and toughness for the Tennessee game. And to do what they're doing without Darren Peterson, their front court, I think has a real chance. Flory obviously is a very good player, but then you think about Bryson Tiller and how skilled he is, and those two guys next to each other. If Melvin Council plays the way that he did against Tennessee, and you do get Peterson back, and you have Bill as the coach, Bill Self, we could be looking at Kansas in a whole different way in a month or two. We really could. I was impressed they were able to find a way to win 3 games in Vegas.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I got one more team too. I don't think we're talking enough about Vanderbilt.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, Duke Miles is getting 20 a game. I think Mark Byington is one heck of a basketball coach. Yep. And I know that they haven't played St. Mary's, VCU. Like they played some solid teams. They haven't played the upper echelon of teams that in their league a Florida's played or an Arkansas has played or a Kentucky has played. They're still undefeated. And to see what Byington has done in a short amount of time, taking over a program that was not in a good place, like not in a good place at all, is really impressive. I mean, I know they're in the top 25, but keep an eye on that squad because the SEC is not as good as it was last year. It's not in the same, tier right now as the Big Ten or the Big 12, in my opinion. It's not in that same tier. But that team, like, don't be surprised where they finish. Like, do not be surprised because he's a heck of a basketball coach.
So I'm going to add one on to that, and that's Iowa State for me.
Yep.
And I'm watching him multiple times out there. And think about this. I mean, they lose Taman Lipsey to that groin injury with like 2 minutes left in that game against St. John's. They pull it out without him. And the kid, Killian Torrey, the freshman from Brewster Academy, was phenomenal. Not known as a shooter, made enough shots. Known as a defender, also ran the team and ran it really well. And obviously, you're talking about Joshua Jefferson being one of the best all-around players, offensive players in college basketball. Buchanan was good enough, obviously, and you got Milan who can shoot the hell out of the ball this year. But it's a culture thing. Like it really is with them. And I hate how people throw that word around so often, but it pertains to TJ Otzelberger and what he's built names because those dudes play the right way. They're tough. They're going to fight you on they're going to play the same way every game and every possession. If you don't,
Jeff, they make you feel uncomfortable with the way they help and load. They load to the ball in a way that like you can't post up on the block against them. You can't drive the baseline against them because they're just waiting to really make you pay for it, right? Like it's fun to watch them play defense, which I don't think you'd say about a lot of.
And they've
it's
been
unique.
Like that.
It's unique, right?
It's unique.
Like the way that they play is different.